Okay, so number 15. Heat is supplied to a 20-pound mass of ice. Cp is 0.5 BTU per pound mass degree Fahrenheit at 0 degree Fahrenheit at a rate of 160 BTU per second. How long will it take to convert ice to steam given its Cp? Okay, take note itong Cp na to for steam. Yung Cp na yon for ice. At 213 degree Fahrenheit. Meron daw po tayong ice. Ay ko-consider po natin dito, yung ice natin, hindi siya mag-gain, hindi rin siya mag-loss ng mass. Yung mass niya is constant. So kung yung 20-pound mass na ice, i-convert natin to steam, dapat 20 pounds pa rin yung kanyang equivalent na mass. Okay, that is a constant value. Yun yung assumption natin for number 15. So sabi niya dito, yung ice daw natin, anong temperature ng ice na yon? That is 0 degree Fahrenheit. Is i-convert daw natin papuntang steam with a temperature of 213 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so basically, ilan dapat yung dadaanang process ng ice para maging steam siya kung phase ang pinag-uusapan? Di ba para siyang ice muna? So ice to water, ice to liquid, then liquid to gas. So bale, dalawa lang na process. Ice to liquid, solid to liquid, and then liquid to gas. There are two processes na madadaanan niya. Pero titignan natin dito, the temperature of the ice is 0 degree Fahrenheit. Ano ulit yung freezing point natin kapag ka naka-Fahrenheit scale? Hindi ba 32? So, ibig sabihin, beyond pa yan. Masyado pa yung malayo dun sa 30 degree Fahrenheit natin. Freezing pa rin yung ice natin sa mas malamig na temperature. So, ibig sabihin, yung unang process natin dito, yung ice natin na 0 degree Fahrenheit, i-convert muna natin to sa ice pa rin, but on the temperature of the freezing point before natin siya i-convert na to liquid. Okay? Dadaan muna siya sa freezing point, syempre. So, itong ice na to, na 32 degree Fahrenheit, magiging liquid na siya, tama. So, magiging liquid na siya, pero what temperature? What temperature? Okay, na temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit pa rin. Eh, binanggit natin kanina, yung sa refrigerator, di ba? Pag naglagay ka ng tubig, di naman basta-basta maging ice siya. Okay? So, or yung ice natin, paglabas niya, hindi naman basta-basta magiging ano siya. Or parang ikaw, sorry, naglagay ka ng, nagpakulo ka ng tubig, yun na lang pala, nagpakulo ka ng tubig, hindi naman basta-basta na, tawag nito, mag-evaporate yun. Okay? So, at the same temperature, dalawa yung kanyang phase. Ayun na lang siguro para mas maintindihan. On the same temperature, dalawa yung kanyang phase. Kaya ako nalito dun sa sinabi ko dun sa ice and water. Ayan, sa ice tsaka water, sa freezing point, there coexist two phases. Okay, ngayon yung water natin na 32 degree Fahrenheit, ito yung gagawin na natin siyang steam, pero ipapakulo pa natin. So yung water natin, dadaan ulit siya sa pagiging water, but on the boiling point. Ano yung boiling point natin? That is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? The next step, yung water na to, which is under 212 degrees Fahrenheit, magiging steam na siya on what temperature? That is 212 degrees Fahrenheit pa rin. Pero dun sa problem natin, hindi lang siya basta-basta steam, but the steam must be in the temperature of 213. So yung steam na 212 degrees Fahrenheit, gagawin pa natin siyang steam ulit, pero in the temperature of 213 degrees Fahrenheit. So basically, we have 5 processes na dadaanan nung ice para maging steam siya with a temperature of 213 degrees Fahrenheit. So sa 5 processes na yan, hanapin natin yung total energy, total heat energy. Okay, so let's say this is our Q1, sa Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and Q5. Okay, dun sa Q1, anong type of heat energy ang gagamitin natin? Ano yung type of heat energy? Ating paliitin. Kasya. Kita naman siguro yan sa mga screens ninyo. Okay, so yung Q1 natin, what type of heat energy? Lagay natin dito. That is A. Tignan nyo na lang kung ano yung nagbabago dyan at saka kung sino yung common. Ang common dyan, common ice. They have different temperature. So that is sensible heat. Different temperature but constant phase. So gagamitin mo dyan syempre yung MC delta T natin. Okay, yung mass natin for the ice is 20 pounds. Yung C ng ice is given, that is 0.5. That is in BTU per pound mass, Fahrenheit degree, times change in temperature, eto na siya, 32 minus 0. Okay, so we have here 32 by 20 pound mass times 1/2. So para siyang 320 din lang. 320 unit of BTU. Okay, next naman is your Q2. Q2 natin, kung titignan natin, they have the same temperature but the same phase. So, latent heat. That is your ML formula. Pero anong gagamitin kong L na constant? Is it the vaporization or diffusion? That is the fusion. Kasi meron tayong transfer of phase from solid to liquid. So gagamit tayo ng LF. Okay, so ano yung mass natin? Sabi natin yung 20 pound mass, hindi siya magbabago. So constant pa rin siya na 20 pound mass. Yung LF, hanapin dun sa binigay natin kanina kung ano yung LF ng ating fusion. So, tignan yung unit, naka-BTU dito, so yung naka-BTU. Yan, si 144. So, 144 BTU per pound mass. Okay, that is equal to 2,880. This in BTU. Next, your Q3. Gagamitin natin ay sensible heat kasi parehas na tubig, then the same or the different temperature. So again, MC delta T tayo. Ganun pa rin, we have 20 pound mass. Yung kanyang C ito ng water. Walang binanggit dito na C ng water, pero dapat alam natin yung C ng water. That is 1 BTU per pound mass Fahrenheit degree times the change in temperature, that is 212 minus 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have 20 times 212 minus 32. So 3,600 BTU. Okay, next naman natin Q4. So for Q4, they have the same temperature but different phase, so ml. But ang gagamitin natin dito is vaporization kasi water to gas na siya, water to steam. So we have here 20 pound mass times ano yung LV natin, that is 970 in BTU per pound mass. So that is equal to 970 by 20, 19,400. So dito yung may pinakamaraming energy na nag-convert siya from water to steam kasi nga mainit na po yun na part. Okay, mainit na yung temperature natin. Okay, next for Q4, last or Q5, they have the same phase but different temperature, so MCAT ang gagamitin. So ganoon pa rin, we have 20 pound mass times yung C, yun siya, 0.5. This in BTU per pound mass Fahrenheit degree times, that is 212, or that is 10 BTU. Okay, ngayon hanapin natin yung total. So, Q total. Pag-adin lang yung Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 hanggang Q5. That is 19,4 plus 10 plus 3,6 plus 2,880 plus 320. So, 26,210. Okay, finally, pwede ko na hanapin yung time to convert this ice to steam using the rate. So, gaano daw kabilis? That is 160 BTU per second. So, para mahanap natin yung time, i-divide lang natin yung nakuha nating total energy doon sa rate natin, which is 160 BTU per second. So, divide lang natin to ng 160 at ang unit natin is in seconds. So, 163.82. So, based from the choices, we will choose this one. Letter A, 163.78 seconds. Yun. So, madami siyang process. Di lang pala siya dalawa na ice to steam na agad. Okay. So, dalawa kasi yung temperature natin. Kung dalawa lang yung temperature, for example, binigyan niya lang dyan na ice to steam. Walang binanggit na temperature. So, mag-start tayo dito. Yung ice na nasa 32 and then papuntang steam na 212. So, bale, meron siyang tatlong process. Kung as is na ice to steam siya, na walang binanggit na temperature. Okay, that is your solution for number 15. Okay, so proceed naman tayo sa number 16. Ito, napag-aralan nyo ito sa physics. Napag-aralan nyo na ito sa mechanics. So, dapat di na ito mahirapan dito. Number 16. So, what happens when there is a transition from liquid to solid state? There is a loss of, syempre, energy. Energy gain and energy loss. Okay, next, number 17. A lead bullet of mass M passed a tree trunk and emerges on the other side. The speed of the bullet is 300 meters per second as it enters and 80 meters per second as it emerges. Assuming 60% of the loss of kinetic energy is stored as heating the bullet, calculate the rise in the temperature of the bullet given that the specific heat of lead is 0.03 calories per gram Celsius degree. Okay, so from here, ang ko-consider daw natin na heat energy is the 60% loss of the kinetic energy. So, kailangan natin dito yung change in kinetic energy. Okay, ano ba ang change in kinetic energy? Di ba kinetic energy 1 minus kinetic energy 2? That is from the final state minus the initial state. So, we have here kinetic energy 2 minus kinetic energy 1. Eh, ang kinetic energy, meron siyang formula na 1/2 mv squared. Tama? So, since meron silang common, i-factor out na lang natin yung 1/2 m. And then, we have here the final velocity squared minus initial velocity squared. There is the change in kinetic energy. So, kunin natin yung change in kinetic energy. We have 1/2. Yung mass, ano yung mass na binigay ng problem? Okay, so wala. That is simply a variable or a constant m. So siguro para hindi tayo mahirapan mag-solve, lalo na sa pag-identify ng mga units, mag-let na lang tayo ng certain value ng m. Though impossible sa isang bullet, let's say na yung bullet na to meron siyang mass na 1 kilogram. Kasi yung iba nahihirapan sila mag-analyze kung walang given. Okay. Nakabase lang sila sa may unit. Yes, magka-cancel lang din kasi yung M na yan later on, yung capital M. So, mas maganda na lang kung i-set natin siya as 1 kilogram. O parang yung bullet natin, isa na siyang missile. Ganyang kabigat na bullet. Yung M dyan, 1 kilogram. Okay, what is the final velocity? Yung final velocity, yung dumaan na siya sa may trunk. So, medyo mabagal yan ng konti. You have 80 meters per second squared minus we have 300 meters per second squared. Okay, so let's solve for the change in kinetic energy. Ito negative to kasi nga meron siyang loss of energy. Bumagal yung ating bullet pagkatama niya dun sa may puno. So we have here 80 squared minus, should be 300. So 300 squared, then divided by 2. So we have negative 41,800. That is in joules. Bakit joules? Kilogram meter squared. Ito naka-square kasi ito. Per second squared. Kilogram meter per square second is Newton. So may isa pang meter doon. So Newton meter. That is in joules. Okay. So alisin lang natin yung negative kasi nga yun yung i-consider nating heat energy. So we have here positive 41,800. Yun yung i-equate natin doon sa ating MC delta T. 60%. Kunin natin yung 60% ni 41,800. So times 60%. Yan yung equate natin sa MC delta T. At ang hinahanap dito is the rise in temperature. That means the change in temperature na ang hinahanap. Hindi yung initial, hindi yung final, but the change, your delta T itself. So from here, so 60% ng 41,800. Yung mass natin kanina, that is 1 kilogram. Yung C, may binigay ba siyang C? Yes, that is 0.03 calories per gram Celsius degree. Then delta T. Tignan natin. So times 0.6 divided by 0.03. MC delta T. Masyadong malaki. 60% of the loss of kinetic energy. Baka mali yung unit natin. So tingnan natin. Mali nga. Ito yung unit natin dito, naka-joules. Ito naman naka-calories. So kailangan nating i-convert yung isa dyan. Siguro yung nasa may na lang siguro. Nasa may left side. Convert natin to. Naka-joules kasi yung left side. So in 1 calorie, we have 4.186 joules. It's equal to MC delta T. Ito pa. Yung grams dapat mag-cancel sa kilograms. So in 1 kilogram, we have 1,000 grams. O yan, cancel na yung calorie. Cancel na yung joules. Cancel na yung gram. Cancel na yung kilogram. So yun, Celsius degree ang matitirang unit natin. So eto, parang madi-divide pa to ng 4.186. Ano pa? Madi-divide pa siya ng 1,000. So we have here positive kasi negative yung i-consider ko dito kanina. 199.71. Eksaktong-eksakto. We have positive 199.71 degrees Celsius. So, yung unit dapat nito naka-Celsius degree kasi nga rise in temperature na yan. Ayun, delta T ang hinahanap. Or pwede rin, since rise in temperature ang hinahanap, gaano siya kataas nagbago? Yes, pwede rin degree Celsius. Pero from, dapat yung, yung term. 199.71 degrees Celsius from, para masabi natin siyang rise in temperature. Okay, ayan yung number 17. Next number 18. Okay, so a 5-gram bullet is propelled by a powder charge producing 500 calories of usable energy. What is the bullet muzzle velocity? So since ang hinahanap dito is the velocity, so para rin siyang number 17 ulit na hinahanap or kailangan natin ng formula na merong involved na velocity, which is the kinetic energy. So para yung ginawa natin dito kanina, the kinetic energy is equal to the heat energy. So kinetic energy is equal to your heat energy, which is your either sensible heat energy or the latent heat energy. But dito, no problem kasi nagbigay na siya ng 500 calories of heat energy. Yun yung Q natin. So from here, we have 1/2. Kinetic energy ay 1/2 mv squared. So we have 5 grams. Okay, so eto, gawin natin siyang kilogram. Bakit dapat naka-kilogram? Kasi yung unit natin dapat naka-joules. Okay? Naka-joules. Ito parang si number 17. Joules yung energy, so dapat kilogram to, meters per second yung velocity. So gawin natin tong kilogram by dividing it by 1,000. Okay? Times V squared. Take note, hindi siya change ha, kaya V squared lang siya. That is equal to 500 calories. Take note, sabi natin kanina, ito, naka-joules. So we need to convert this one. So in 1 calorie, we have 4.186 joules. So ang lalabas na sagot dyan for V is already in meters per second. Okay, so that is 500 times 4.186 times 2,000 over 5. And take the square root. We have 914.99 or approximately 915 meters per second. So we have letter D. Okay. It's for number 18. Okay, next number, number 19. In a certain process, 500 calories of heat are supplied to a system and at the same time, 100 joules of work are done. What is the increase in internal energy of the system? So for number 19, papasok na dito yung formula po natin for the internal energy. You can use this relation. So the heat energy, change in heat energy is equal to change in internal energy plus the work done. Okay? So eto, pwede itong magbago pala. Pwedeng plus or minus. Kasi sabi nga natin parang dun sa ML tsaka or yung ML natin, yung latent heat, pwede siyang entering or leaving to the system. Plus, ang gagamitin dyan kung work done by the system. Okay? Work done by the system. Pero pag work done to the system, papunta sa system, minus naman ang gagamitin. Sa ibang libro kasi ang pinaglalagyan nila ng minus or plus nasa Q yata. Pero ang alam ko sa work dapat yan kasi nga work done to or work done by the system. Pwede nyo tignan dun sa mga books ninyo kasi nandun din yung explanation niya. So from here, ang pinapatanong is the internal energy. So your delta U. So delta U is equal to delta Q. Okay, anong gagamitin dito? Plus or minus? At the same time, sabi nga doon, 100 joules of work are done. That is done by the system. So pag by the system, plus yung gagamitin. So pag nilipat natin, magiging minus W. So pwede na. The heat is 500 calories. Ma-minus natin sa work done, which is 100 joules. Based from the choices, naka-calories. So we need to convert this one. In 1 calorie, we have 4.186 joules. So that is simply 500 minus 100 over 4.186. So we have 476.1 calories. So we have letter B.